Okay, so I just completed the code. Right now I have serial feedback telling me the current state of the light sensor, the projector motors, the shade motor, and the state of the projector. So right now the projector state is off, and that is controlled by digital pin 7. You can see this blue wire right here, which is set into the ground. So as soon as I set that high, what's going to happen is the Arduino will measure the light level, and if the light level is too bright, it's going to go ahead and start lowering the screen, and it'll do so until it reaches either the maximum extension or the light level is low enough that the code moves past that point. So the light level is detected by this little photoresistor and this potentiometer combination, which form a voltage divider into analog pin 1. And the voltage divider is used so that I can adjust on the fly the ambient light setting that I want, because having to go back in there and fiddle around with the variables every so often would be really annoying. So I included this potentiometer, which allows me to adjust the light level registered by the Arduino. So given the conditions of the room right now, we're detecting a level of about 560 or so. So I can adjust this potentiometer in either direction, and now it says 0. If I adjust it the other way, it says about 571, 680 or so. So that allows me to sort of finagle with the ambient light setting that I want. So that's the light sensor. Now I have a couple of indicator LEDs to tell me if the motor driver is being turned up or down, which is controlled by the digital pins D12 and D13. Since I didn't want to enter these fault states where I had a break or a short going on in the motor driver, I used a little bit lower level programming in the Arduino. I did direct bit writing. And there's more of that in the code, which I will be posting on the blog. Let's see here. I haven't included it yet, but I will be using calibration buttons to adjust the height of the final resting spot for the screen, and that'll ensure that even if there is a little bit of encoder drift over time, I can just adjust it back a little bit without having to disassemble the whole thing and then reprogram it or reset the variable, because that would be annoying, to say the least. Let's see here. So I guess I can go ahead and give a test run. So to do a test run, I basically simulate the projector turning on by moving this from ground to power. So I'll go ahead and do that now. So immediately the screen recognizes that it's turned on and starts to lower, stopping at the maximum height. Okay, so we'll turn the projector off again. And the screen rolls up. Now the real fun part is when we cover the light sensor, it says it's getting down to about 131, 152. And I need it to be a little bit lower than 140, so I'm going to adjust it down a bit. That's about where I want it. So now we'll go ahead and turn the projector on again. Starts to lower. I can stop it by putting my hand over the shade, and you can see it stopped prematurely because of my hand. Now I'll let the ambient light back in, and immediately detects it and starts to lower again. Now this will allow me to basically prevent the screen from lowering more than it needs to, and just adds another level of control that I sort of did for my own edification, as well as just to see if I could do it. Whether or not it's actually a useful feature, I'm not really sure. I suppose I could make it just so that the screen rolls down and back up when the projector turns off, but I felt like including the light sensor. I thought it was a nice touch. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope there'll be more to come.
Who knows what that is?